YouTube was in with the boys. In this video, I got Devin Haney loses to Rayo. We also gonna talk about how I'm predicting a Haney versus Lopez super fight in September or October later this year. Let's get it. First of all, Devin Haney loses to Rayo. No, I don't think Devin Haney loses to Rayo. However, I do think Rayo gives him a tough match if they were to fight. We know Rayo he's tall, he lanky, but he real slim. But he a big fighter. He a big southpaw fighter. He got power in his left hand, and he can crack. You know, and we also seen versus Pitbull, he can box as well. So we know Rayo is pretty much a boxer puncher, bro, and he a ring general. So Rayo, he tough for anybody at 140 pounds. Whether that be Hitchinson, whether that be Tio, I would love to see Rayo get into. I want to see a 140 series, a 140 like a Royal Rumble, a tournament. I want to see a tournament of these guys fighting to undisputed. Maybe Turkey can make some shit like that happen. Maybe Turkey can make Haney fight Rayo, Lopez fight Hitch, and the winners fight for undisputed. Some shit like that. Like that would make boxing real interesting. The champions fight for undisputed. Then the mandatories start getting opportunities for the belts, and it'll make the sport real entertaining, real competitive as well. Because when one guy got all the belts and he not fighting nobody, Canelo, that make the sport real boring. You know, the most active champion right now is Usyk, Bivol, and Beterbiev. Like the most active undisputed champions are those guys. They're gonna fight twice in the span of like not even 10 months, I believe. So them dudes real active. But like I'm saying, Devin Haney is possible that he could fight Jose Rayo Valenzuela in March. Because he announced that he's coming back March 25th, I believe, on BLK Prime. And I'm excited to see his return, to see what he looks like, to see what type of shape he'll be in, to see how he's adjusted, to see how much better he's gotten. Because the only way to go is to go up. You can't get any worse than what you did versus Ryan. That has to be the worst performance of your career ever. I don't think it can get any worse than that. I mean, and it's bad that he got beat, but it's a good thing because he got to learn early in his career. Some dudes don't get exposed to late in their career, like Errol Spence. Errol Spence got beat so bad that he still ain't came back. But the fact that Devin Haney is coming back after an ass whooping like that, it shows what type of heart he got. Errol Spence ain't came back yet. He took an ass whooping similar, but he ain't came back yet. But Devin Haney back. So I mean, yeah. His opponent has not been announced yet. His opponent has not yet been announced. Um, but I predicted Alberto Puello. Um, and if not Puello, then Rayo or Richardson for their belts. Because Devin Haney, he's the number one contender for the belt. Like he's the champion in recess. Dude, he's still ranked 5-star number one at 140. Like he's still the consensus number one rated guy at 140. You know, so yeah, but after he fights, I believe either he fighting 2 or 3 times this year. The warm up, then the WBC, then I believe that he's going to fight Tio late in this year between September or October. I believe him and Tio going lock horns and fight each other. Ain't nothing to it but to do it, and I believe these dudes will get in the ring and fight because they doing too much talking on social media. Well, I'm about to take a sip of that agua. Yeah, they doing too much social media beefing. So if Haney fights Puello, which I'm predicting, or Rayo, and he becomes champ again, then that means he have a bunch of options. Because once you champ, and Devin Haney is a prize fight to all the champions, which is why it's so easy for him to get opportunities for belts. Because in the competitive scene of boxing, he's a prize fight to those guys. When you're fighting for legacy, there's no bigger draw in legacy fighting than Devin Haney. When we talking about prize fighting, Tank Davis, Canelo, Anthony Joshua, Fury, those are like some of the biggest names in prize fighting. But when we start talking about legacy fighting, we start thinking of Devin Haney, we start thinking of the Lomachinkos, we start thinking of the guys who didn't fought so many fights and got a bunch of belts and been on this. We think of Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford, he's probably the biggest now that I think about it. Anyway, Crawford, Anyway, guys like that, they the biggest names in legacy fighting. And Devin Haney going up the, in legacy fighting. And yeah, once he gets the belts, I don't think any of the champions gonna turn down a contract from Devin. They might negotiate it, but they're not turning it down like Shakur. Instead of negotiating the contract, Shakur said, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna turn it down." Instead of throwing a counter offer, he just turned it down. And then he comes back months later talking about, "I wish I should have took that fight." Now he thinking about coming up to 140 to fight Devin because Devin really gave him the best opportunity. And, he been begging Tank for an opportunity forever. Tank still ain't sent him a contract. Devin already sent them one. So we see who really want to fight. I heard Teofimo sent Devin a contract that Devin turned down. In fact, I'm gonna talk about that. First of all, Devin said him and Tio was supposed to be on Bevo's undercard, and Tio said he wasn't ready. So that was the first time. Tio ducked first. Then after that, he sent Devin Haney a BS contract where Tio was the A side, and Devin Haney turned that down. So if we really talking about ducking, if that's what y'all want to call a duck, I guess they won one. But Teofimo turned down a $10 to $20 million payday to send Devin Haney a contract that Devin Haney was going to make less money. Why would he accept that? Teofimo didn't accept the lucrative contract. Then he sends Devin Haney a BS contract where he makes less money. Why would Devin accept it? Please make it make sense, bro. Why would you not go to Saudi and make all that 10, 15, $20 million to fight Devin? Instead, you want to go on Top Rank and fight for peanuts. Is BS. Tio sending BS contracts. But yeah, man, boxing getting back exciting. I'm talking about all these matchups that I would like to see, and I believe a lot of them are gonna come to fruition. I believe Devin Haney's best choice would be to fight Puello, get the belt, then fight Tio, or just unify with the champs, bro. The more belts, the better. What they gonna say when he legacy hunting? What they gonna say then? Oh, you lost to Ryan. Ryan was on PDs. Type shit. Let me know what y'all think. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. It's the next time.